Chris from TechTablets.com here with the Chuwi Vi10. Having a look at some gaming here. First up is Left 4 Dead 2. And these are the settings here that I've tried on the tablet. Well, I'm going to try these ones here. So everything's on low. It's a 1280 by 768 resolution. And I'm just going to jump into campaign co-op game here. Or just campaign game. I'm not doing particularly well. Starting to be dead already. But yeah, it's playable. You can see the frame rate is definitely dropping right down there, but so far so good. I mean, you could drop down to 800 times 600 4:3 ratio to increase the frames per second here. Okay, so next up I'm going to try a bit of League of Legends, a popular online game here that a lot of people seem to like, and always get requests to try that one out on the tablet side, test and review. So I'll just jump over to that now. So League of Legends running here on the native resolution on medium settings. Just show you here quickly so you can see that medium, shadows is on low, effects medium, medium. So overall medium and 30 frames per second, a little bit over there. And I'll just see if I can quickly move around the map, how fast that is. No, I can't seem to do it there with the mouse. Okay. So there's a bit of stutter there moving around the map quickly. Just moving like that, you can see that it is dropping down the frame rate and a little bit stuttery. But overall looks playable. And I'm about to die, I think. I've just done a game here with some bots rather than interrupt an online game and have to leave it, and you know, they don't like that. They don't like people doing that, just coming to games and leaving, so it's just against bots here. What I will do is just drop the resolution down. I'll see what actually happens if I just lower it to very low settings first on the native resolution. Okay, so it seems to have just jammed up there. It's not that happy with me changing the details there down to low. Here we go. Wow, that's completely frozen the game up. And it really hasn't done much to the graphics. Actually, no, it has increased quite a little bit there. Still around 30 frames per second. So you probably, the thing that's holding it back maybe be the resolution. So if I try lowering the resolution now, it's the lowest I can go here. 1024 by 768. Try that. Okay, so that has increased the frames per second up there to 45. So that's helping. But I've got borders. I've got these big borders here either side. So not ideal. So there's some tweaking around that you can do there, because there's no way I can seem to set the aspect ratio to 16 by 9. It's gone 4:3 on me here. And the frame rate has been capped to 60, not that it's reaching 60 of course. And I see what it's like scrolling around the map now with the resolution set to 1024 by 768. That's a lot faster, a lot smoother. Definitely looks a lot better. more playable. If you can put up with the occasional stutter, then maybe the native resolution. It definitely looks a lot better on that resolution. Okay, so that's League of Legends. Next up, I'll try a little bit of Counter-Strike. Okay, so this is lower settings. I'll show you in just a second. Playing against bots here. Yeah, I know I suck at the game. I'm not very good at it at all. Okay, so these are the video settings I went with. So we've got the native resolution, everything else is set to low. But the frame rate is hovering around 25, so that's too low there really. So if I drop that down now to, let's have a look. Maybe that'll be better. 1280 times 600. It's going to stutter now, it always does that. Always does this with the bay trails. It even does a little bit of that on the Surface 3. It's playing a little tune. There we go. And to be honest, it hasn't really made a difference at all to the frame rate, has it? Not really. So maybe the CPU running the bots is also slowing that down just a little bit. So a few stutters here and there. Oh, 8 health, he should have killed me with that. Friendly fire. Okay, so that's a look at Counter-Strike Global Offensive. There is some tweaking you can do there, but it's kind of playable, but a little bit slow. Frame rate would be, and could be higher maybe if you tweak just a bit with the resolution. Okay, so next up I'll try a little bit of Dota 2. So I'm choosing a bot game here, and already it's off to a bad start. It's lagging and stuttering just in this selection menu here. You can see the frame rate up here, that's not good. These are on low settings, but on the native resolution. If I load it down to 1280 times 720, you get borders. It doesn't seem to scale properly on the screen. What I'll try and do in the game and see if I can lower that down maybe to 4x3, 800 times 600, but it looks like this game is going to be really laggy. It won't be playable, I don't think it will be. So in the game, it's actually a little bit better than that selection menu there was really choppy. So it's not too bad actually, look, 20 frames per second. I mean, not too bad for a bay trail, if you know what I mean, because that's very slow. I'd like to see 60 frames per second, but you have to remember that the hardware here, it's the tiny little quad-core chip in there. So we'll see how it handles a bit of action. Some characters on the screen. And moving around the map quickly, doesn't seem too bad. Scrolling around there everywhere. A few stutters, but the frame rates are steady. Ooh, maybe not so steady. Okay, there's some action here on the screen and it's dropping down. So the frame rate is dropping down to about 13 frames per second here with some action going on. So when there's spells being cast and everything else in the game, it's probably going to get down to even 10 or lower. So that's quite choppy. It's quite low. I certainly wouldn't want a game like that.
I'll strike thee down. As thou wilt. I turn magic aside.
Okay, so now what I'll do is have a look at the temperatures. I'll just exit out of this game now. I think we've seen enough. So if I can just quit out of this and show you the temperatures. So just having a look here at HW info, the temperatures that it got up to are right here. So we saw 71 degrees maximum. That's not bad at all. I mean, the Onda V116W, the Core M version, got really hot. But the Bay Trail version got up to 88 degrees. So it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot higher, so that's good temperatures, I'd say. Not bad at all there. And I almost forgot, I will play one more game, and that'll be Team Fortress 2. So I've got it on the lowest settings here on the native resolution. Just quickly show you that. So there we go. Video, you can see the resolution there, native resolution, low. And I'll just jump in and have a quick look go around. And again, I'm not good at this game. I don't play it anymore. So far so good, seems very smooth. And I actually managed to get a kill. Whoop. Whoops.
Return to their base.
Okay, so I died. Alright. So let's have a look at gaming there on the Chuwi Vi10. I hope you liked the video, and do subscribe for more up and coming videos on this tablet and other tablets from China. Thank you for watching. Hopefully catch you in my next video.